Is B12 deficiency stealing your health? Did you know that up to 15% of the general population might be B12 deficient? That's right, millions of people could be walking around with low B12 levels without even realizing it. As a health coach, I've seen firsthand how addressing this deficiency can transform lives. Today, we're going to uncover the signs, solutions, and the science behind B12. Ready to boost your vitality? Hey there, Vitality athletes. I'm thrilled to be back with you today. As a vitality specialist and health coach, I've spent years researching B12 deficiency. And let me tell you, it's a big deal. B12 is like the superhero of vitamins. It's crucial for energy, brain function, and overall health. Without it, your body just can't perform at its best. Now, I don't want to scare you, but ignoring a B12 deficiency can lead to some serious long-term health issues. Don't worry though, we're going to dive into all of that today. I've got some eye-opening information to share, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be a B12 expert too. So let's get started and unlock the secrets of your optimal health. Here's something that might surprise you. You know that feeling when you're exhausted, no matter how much you sleep? Well, turns out there's a shocking connection between chronic tiredness and B12. A vital nutrient in your body might be missing. And the worst part, most people have no idea. It's not just about feeling tired. Your body could be sending you subtle signals that something's off, and you might be missing them completely. Let's talk about some of these sneaky signs that your B12 levels might be low. First up, fatigue. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm just busy. But here's the thing. If you're constantly dragging, even after a good night's sleep, it might be more than just your hectic schedule. B12 plays a crucial role in energy production. And when you're low, your body just can't sleep. Have you been feeling a bit foggy lately? Maybe you're forgetting things more often and struggling to focus at work. That's your brain telling you something's up. B12 is essential for cognitive function. And when levels drop, your mental clarity can take a hit. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Some people experience mood changes or even depression when they're low on B12. I had a client who thought she was going through a rough patch, but after we addressed her B12 levels, her mood improved dramatically. It was like night and day. But wait, there's more. B12 deficiency can cause some pretty weird symptoms that you might not connect to a vitamin issue. Ever had tingling or numbness in your hands or feet? Or maybe some vision changes that seem to come out of nowhere? Yep, that could be B12 telling you it needs some attention. The tricky part is these symptoms can be so subtle that they're easy to brush off. You might think you're just getting older, or maybe you're stressed. But here's the kicker. Ignoring these signs can lead to some serious long-term health issues. I want to share a quick story about a client of mine. She came to me feeling absolutely drained, struggling to keep up with her kids and her job. She'd been to doctors, changed her diet, she tried everything. Turns out her B12 levels were critically low. Once we addressed that, it was like she got her life back. She had energy again, her mood improved, and she even said her memory was sharper. Now, I'm not saying B12 is a miracle cure for everything, but what I'm saying is that it's incredibly important, and deficiency is more common than you might think. Even if you eat a healthy diet, there are factors that can affect B12 absorption. Things like certain medications, digestive issues, or even just getting older can play a role. All right, let's dive into something really exciting. You know how we've been talking about the signs of B12 deficiency? Well, here's the kicker. What if I told you that addressing B12 deficiency could feel like flipping a switch in your body? Imagine waking up with energy you haven't felt in years, thinking clearer than ever, and feeling like a whole new person. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let me share some surprising research with you about what happens when your B12 levels get back on track. First, let's talk about how B12 actually works in your body. It's like the key that unlocks the energy in every cell. When you eat foods with B12, your stomach acid breaks it down, and then it teams up with something called your intrinsic factor to get absorbed in your small intestine. It's a pretty cool process. It's kind of like a secret handshake between B12 and your body. Now, when people start getting enough B12, the changes can be pretty amazing. I've seen clients go from feeling constantly drained to having energy to spare. It's not just about feeling less tired, though. People often report that their thinking becomes sharper, like a fog has been lifted from their brain, and their mood. It can improve dramatically too. So let me tell you about some recent research that really blew my mind. A big study looked at people who were low in B12 and found that when they got their levels back up, they saw improvements in cognitive function, mood, and even how tired they felt. It's like B12 is the unsung hero in our bodies, quietly keeping everything running smoothly. But here's something interesting. B12 isn't a magic energy pill for everyone. If you already have enough, taking more won't give you superpowers. It's all about hitting that sweet spot where your body has what it needs to function at its best. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, well, I eat pretty healthy, so I'm probably fine. But here's the thing. Even if you're eating B12 rich foods, your body might not be absorbing it well. As we get older, our ability to absorb B12 can decrease. It's like our body's B12 factory starts to slow down production. This is why it's so important to pay attention to those subtle signs we talked about earlier. Your body might be trying to tell you something, and you need to know how to listen. Now that you're tuned into your body's signals, let's take action. What if I told you there's a simple way to transform your health that most people overlook? I'm talking about boosting your B12 levels, and trust me, it's easier than you think. Let's start with the basics. B12 is found in animal products like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. But here's the thing, if you're following a plant-based diet, don't worry. There's plenty of fortified foods like plant milks, cereals, and nutritional yeast can help you get your B12 fix. It's all about knowing where to look. Even if you're eating B12 rich foods, your body might not be absorbing it well. As we get older, our ability to absorb B12 can decrease. So if you're over 50, pay extra attention to your B12 intake. Here's a quick tip I love to share with my clients. Try incorporating some B12 powerhouses into your meals. How about starting your day with a B12 boosted smoothie? Throw in some fortified plant milk, a handful of berries, and a sprinkle of nutritional yeast. It's delicious and it gives you a B12 boost to kickstart your day. Now, let's talk supplements. If you're struggling to get enough B12 from food alone, supplements can be a game changer. But here's the important part. Not all B12 supplements are created equal. Look for methylcobalamin or adenosylcobalamin forms. These are more easily absorbed by your body compared to other forms of B12. I always tell my vitality athletes this. Before you start any new supplement regimen, it's crucial to chat with your healthcare provider. They can help you figure out the right doses and make sure it won't interact with any of your medications that you're taking. Remember, small changes can make a big difference. Maybe it's adding B12 rich foods one meal a day or setting a reminder to take your supplement. These little habits can make big improvements in your energy and your overall mood. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. Let's recap the key points about B12 deficiency. Remember, those subtle signs we talked about, fatigue, brain fog, mood changes, they could be your body's way of saying it needs more B12. And here's the thing, addressing B12 deficiency can be life-changing. Now, I want you to listen to your body. If you've been experiencing any of these symptoms, it might be time to get your B12 levels checked. Don't ignore these signals. Your health is too important. Here's the exciting part. Small changes can make a big difference, whether it's adding B12-rich foods to your diet or considering supplements. You have the power to boost your vitality. Remember, consistency is the key. You've got this. By taking these steps, you're not just improving your B12 levels, you're unlocking your full potential for a vibrant, energetic life. Let's make it happen.